Bhagavad Gita, Chapter 2, Sankhya Yoga, the Yoga of Analytical Knowledge. The Bhagavad Gita, or Song of God, effectively begins here because Sri Krishna, who was quiet until now, starts speaking in the second verse of the second chapter. Chanting of shlokas 1 and 2 is followed by translation and commentary by Swami Mukundananda. In the commentary section, learn about the two different kinds of compassion and the distinction between them. Swamiji also describes the necessity for creating the hunger for knowledge.
ॐ श्री परमात्मने नमः। अथ द्वितीयोऽध्यायः सांख्ययोगः। सञ्जय उवाच तं तथा कृपयाविष्टम् अश्रुपूर्णाकुलेक्षणम् विषीदन्तमिदं वाक्यम् उवाच मधुसूदनः। श्रीभगवानुवाच कुतस्त्वाकश्मलमिदं विषमे समुपस्थितम् अनार्यजुष्टमस्वर्ग्यम् अकीर्तिकरमर्जुन।
Sanjay said, seeing Arjun overwhelmed with pity, his mind grief-stricken, and his eyes full of tears, Sri Krishna spoke the following words. The Supreme Lord said, my dear Arjun, how has this delusion overcome you in this hour of peril? It is not befitting an honorable person. It leads not to the higher abodes, but to disgrace.
So in the previous chapter, in the first chapter, he started telling Sri Krishna many reasons why he should not fight this war. And he has become totally confused. He says, Sri Krishna, my tongue is drying up, my blood is burning, my body is shivering. I am at a loss to understand what is my duty here. So in that situation then, Sri Krishna is now telling him that Arjun, how come these doubts have come over you? He says, out of his compassion. So seeing Arjun's situation, Sri Krishna was moved to pity. This sentiment of pity is of two kinds. It's pity at the bodily platform and compassion at the platform of the soul. So you see a person in pain and you feel pity. How can I reduce his pain? That's the kind of pity we material souls feel. But the kind of compassion the God-realized saints feel is not for the body. Because relieving bodily pain may sometimes be harmful. A child is crying, oh, I'm feeling hungry. The mother says, your stomach is upset, you should not have anything. Now you feel pity, this mother is very cruel, he's crying in pain, let me give him some milk to drink. His stomach was upset, and feeling that pity, you have given him milk, his situation has deteriorated. So bodily compassion is like putting petrol into the car to feed the driver. Similarly, we are the eternal soul suffering in forgetfulness of God in this world, And to relieve bodily compassion is a good sentiment, but it doesn't solve the problems. So Sri Krishna here doesn't feel bodily compassion for Arjuna. Never mind, you don't feel like fighting the war. Go back home and relax. He feels spiritual compassion, and he takes the opportunity to enlighten Arjuna. He is going to start his dialogue, the Bhagavad Gita, explaining knowledge to Arjuna. Like a good teacher, he is first creating the need for, the hunger for knowledge. So he says, Arjuna, chastising him, how come these doubts have overcome you? They are not befitting a cultured person like yourself. He is chiding him and reminding him of the consequences of this knowledge. He says this will not lead to the heavenly abodes, and it will lead to infamy in the world. If you run away from the battleground like this, imagine what the people will say. Your good name will be tarnished. The first job is to create in the student the need for knowledge. Because if the student doesn't have that need for knowledge, the teacher may give the best kind of knowledge. The student will hear it from here and take it out from there. Say, that's all very well for me, my worldly knowledge is fine. Sri Krishna scolds him for harboring such thoughts of weakness, and then reminds him of the consequences. Do it with your children all the time. If your teenage child says, I've fallen in love with this girl from Sudan, then you say, my child, imagine the consequences, what stresses it will create, the societal problems, and think about your future. So you try and tell that boy, think a little further. Sri Krishna is telling Arjuna, if you run away from your duty, you will not get the supreme destination, and the people will not think Arjuna ran away out of compassion. They will say Arjuna chickened out seeing the size of the Kaurav army. He is a coward. You will become infamous in the world.
Thank you for being a part of the Gita Gyan Yajna, which is our humble attempt to spread the divine knowledge of the Bhagavad Gita. Please subscribe to our channel